They want me shut down in 11 days. They want me shut down. They don't want money. Say it again. They want me shut down. At the end of the day, we're going to beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
Against all odds, he's actually being shut down. He's being shut down. That's Alex Jones. And any emotional thing that he does is immediately suspect. He was fake crying in the clip that you're seeing right there. But he was right for literally the first time in his life. Second time, he long ago realized that pulled pork is a delicious meal and he's dedicated his life to it ever since. But the second time that he was right was that his channel might get shut down, or at the very least that he won't necessarily be in control of it anymore, because apparently he has agreed to move to liquidate his personal assets, including whatever remains of his ownership over Infowars, so that he can finally, after years of avoiding doing so, pay the Sandy Hook families that he defamed and made their lives a living hell for literally years. And so he has thus far resisted converting his personal bankruptcy into a Chapter 7 liquidation that apparently is now changing. Bear in mind, he was found liable for over $1 billion for the damages for the campaign that he orchestrated and led for years. This is back in 2022, okay? And they still have not gotten a penny. These people who have been doxxed and received death threats and been hounded out of multiple homes for years, thanks to his constant attacks against them. His attacks against him that made him hundreds of millions of dollars, by the way. And now finally, maybe that's changing. Here's a statement from the family's attorneys. The legal maneuver ultimately, quote, means Jones's ownership in free speech systems is going to get sold. Converting the case to Chapter 7 will hasten the end of these bankruptcies and facilitate the liquidation of Jones's assets, which is the same reason we have moved to convert his company's case to Chapter 7. Now, he has not technically controlled the Infowars business for some time. Free speech systems had filed for bankruptcy protection. And bear in mind that during the 2 years where he has avoided paying off any of his debts, he's also moved tons of money around and tried to hide it. And so there is like a dark lining to this in that it's good news, but the idea that he is ever going to be impoverished, as he should, if the world was a moral place and karma existed, just doesn't make sense to me. He's squirreled away millions of dollars. He will be a millionaire for the rest of his life. He could start up some random Holocaust denial Rumble show or something, and his fans, the white supremacists and conspiracists that love him, would shower him with millions of dollars. He'll go back to selling ground up gorilla bone paste to get your ding dong hard and those sorts of things. He'll make money for the rest of his life. But technically, Infowars will have to be sold. The question is, who will buy it? I'm guessing Vivek Ramaswamy. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the damage report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you. But I don't know. What do you think, Brett?
I think it's probably a good investment because he knowing that every basic dollar that he earns off of it is going to go to, the people that he absolutely proved before he had no problem, making life difficult for. Like, I don't know for him what the difference is between selling it for $10 million or $100 million really is, if $1.5 billion is so far away. So yeah, you can pick it up for pennies on the dollar. You could, if you think you can ride that, crazy untamed beast, and you're Vivek Ramaswamy or whoever, or the people who own the wiener pill thing, and it's a better model for selling those than it is just randomly paying for the advertising, because you can also recoup any other cash that comes in from it, then maybe that is a good decision for them, or a consortium of those kinds of people. People who already advertise with them create like some kind of entity that they can collectively buy it. But this is one of those things I slacked in our little, channel for pitches. This has, John's least favorite dynamic written all over it. A big company can find a way, people who are bad in the business world and beyond, somehow you feel like you have this win where they've been found guilty, but they find some kind of apparatus built into capitalism to kind of not really materially change their lot in life as a result of it.
Yeah, once you make a name for yourself having said terrible lies, you're gonna be fine for the rest of your life. That is unfortunately the way that our culture is constituted. And it sucks, but he's probably gonna be fine. And he's certainly been fine along the way. He made, in I think a 3-year period after September 2015, $165 million from selling the fake stuff that does nothing for either your brain or your dong. But he got nearly a couple $100 million for that. That's why he needed to keep the eyes on him. That's why he needed to work every day to say the craziest thing that draws people to his site, so he can sell them, nonsense that does absolutely nothing. It costs probably nothing to produce. It's free money, and he made an absolute ton of it.
But
by the way,
correlation is not causality, but correlation is still correlation. So you realize that the people who watch Alex Jones really need a lot of help to get their ding dongs to work. That's just what I'm reading from the market.
Trouble.
You're the guy who says ding dongs 2 seconds ago and then is like, no, Brett, no.
No, here is the true message. If you need help with that, that's not the problem. The problem is getting a pill from Alex Jones that won't do anything to solve it. Go get actual medicine. Stop buying stuff off of Infowars. But I have 2 potential solutions for the problem of the sale of Infowars. First of all, Stephen Colbert. I've always loved his brain fight segments where he plays Tuck Buckman or whatever. He should buy it. And Stephen Colbert should do a show on Infowars. Or alternatively, Brett, let's go halvesies. Could we buy it? That'd be kind of fun, actually. I like doing the Alex Jones impersonation.
Just looking at the valuation on a company like that will drive you nuts.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, before we close out this segment, though, I do want to just let everyone know, we don't need to go to that next tweet, but if we start with Graphic 5, I want to let everyone know what you might soon be missing out on with the end of his ownership of Infowars. And by the way, they'll probably just hire him to be a host.
Yeah.
But anyway, here are recent things he's tweeted about. Breaking live, UN set to announce new bird flu pandemic, repeat of lockdowns, forced injections to stop Trump and past pandemic treaty. So there's a human that died in Mexico from bird flu. That's the origin of all of this. And so, well, that's not exciting enough. So let's just pretend that a million other things are happening. Let's see, Friday Live, feds jailing political opponents as Biden soils himself on TV because Alex Jones, like many on the right, uncritically accepted an out of context video that lied about Joe Biden supposedly defecating or something. It wasn't true. It takes 3 seconds of actual research to find that out, but that's 3 seconds more than Alex Jones or his team has done their entire life. So he tweeted multiple times about it, actually. He did something on Poopgate again. It's not real, but yeah, keep making multiple segments about it. I'm sure he'll make millions of dollars off of lying to his followers about that. He also tweeted about depopulation scientists have discovered how to carry out the extermination of humanity and have the people they are killing never know what hit them. Why exactly these scientists would want to kill every human on Earth when that's what they are, I don't know, but that's the sort of thing that's exciting and it gets people to tune in. Oh my God, they're gonna kill everybody. They're gonna kill billions of people. Why? I don't know. And then also there was some lies about 9/11. That's what makes you hundreds of millions of dollars. You do accurate, nuanced, theoretically helpful coverage of the news. You get nothing, you lose. But you just lied a bunch of stuff. You just deceive your audience for years, and you too can afford hundreds of millions of dollars of jets and houses and cars and all that stuff. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.